In Chicago's torrential rain, a foster girl's books fall in despair until a millionaire dad stops his SUV to lift her dreams, sparking a love that blooms against all odds. Before we dive into this tear-jerking tale, please hit that like button to champion their courage. Thank you so much. The rain lashed Chicago's streets, turning the sidewalks into rivers, the city's lights blurring like tears. Emily Carter rushed through the loop, her worn sneakers slipping, her arms clutching a stack of textbooks: biology, calculus, literature, her lifeline to a better future. At 23, Emily was a survivor: foster homes, late shifts at a diner, college funded by scraps and grit. Her hoodie was soaked, her dark hair plastered to her face, her brown eyes fierce despite the cold. The bus stop was blocks away, her shift starting in an hour, and the books, her only treasure, were getting wet, their pages curling. She tripped on a curb, her books tumbling into a puddle, and she froze, her heart sinking. "No," she whispered, scrambling. "Please, no." Across the street, James Thornton gripped the wheel of his black SUV, the wipers slapping rhythmically. At 38, he was a tech mogul, his company Thornton Solutions powering hospital systems nationwide. But his real world was Lily, his 10-year-old daughter, waiting at art class. Her smile his anchor since his wife, Sarah, died 3 years ago. His gray eyes, shadowed by grief, scanned the road, his tailored coat dry in the heated cab. He'd built a fortress around his heart. Love a risk he couldn't take. But Lily's laughter kept him going, her sketches, her chatter, her trust in him as dad. The rain blurred his view, but a figure caught his eye, a young woman, soaked, kneeling in the street, gathering books from a puddle. Her shoulders shook, not from cold, but tears, maybe. Her posture defeated, yet defiant. James hesitated. Lily's class ending soon, but something in her grit pain-tugged at him. He rolled down the window, rain spitting inside. "Need a hand?" he called, expecting her to wave him off. Emily's head snapped up, her eyes meeting his gray, kind, steady. "I'm fine," she said, her voice rough, but her hands trembled, a biology text slipping again. "You're not," he said, stepping out, umbrella in hand. "Let me help." She stiffened. "Why?" she asked, her tone sharp. "You don't know me." He knelt, picking up a soggy calculus book. "Because I can," he said, his voice soft. "And those look important." Her throat tightened, his kindness disarming. "They're my school books," she said, grabbing a literature text. "All I've got." He nodded, stacking them under his umbrella. "Where you headed?" he asked, standing. "I've got room." Emily hesitated. Foster care instincts screaming caution-rich guys in SUVs didn't help for free. But her books were ruined. The bus gone, her shift looming. "Diner," she said. "South Side." "But I'm okay." "South Side's far," he said, opening the passenger door. "I'm picking up my kid nearby. Ride's no trouble." Her eyes searched his, no smirk, new agenda. Just calm. "Okay," she said, climbing in, the books on her lap, the SUV's warmth startling. "I'm Emily." "James Thornton," he said, starting the engine. "Nice to meet you, Emily." The radio played softly, a jazz station, the wipers keeping time. Emily clutched her books, the leather seats alien, James's presence steady but quiet. "You do this often?" she asked, her voice low. "Pick up strangers?" He smiled faint. "Not really," he said. "But you look like you needed a hand." And her cheeks flushed. "I did," she said. "Thanks, these books. They're my ticket out." "Out?" he asked, glancing at her. "Out of what?" She shrugged. "This," she said, gesturing to her soaked hoodie. "Waitressing. Scraping by. I'm in college. Biology. Want to be a doctor, maybe." His eyes softened. "That's big," he said. "Hard road." "Yeah," she said, her voice bitter. "Foster kid, no family. Harder when it's just you." He nodded. "I get that," he said. "Not the same, but it's tough, alone." Her heart skipped, his words gentle. You're not alone, she said, noting his ringless hand. Got a kid, right? Lily, he said, his voice warming. 10. Loves art. She's my world. Emily smiled. Sounds sweet, she said. You're a good dad. He glanced away. Trying, he said. Lost my wife. 3 years back. Cancer. Just me and Lily now. Her throat tightened. I'm sorry, she said. That's hard. Yeah, he said, his jaw tight. But Lily keeps me going. The SUV pulled into an art studio lot, rain easing, Lily's class ending. Wait here, James said. I'll grab her then. South side, okay? Emily nodded. Thanks, she said. Her book's heavy, her heart lighter. Lily bounded out, her blonde braid bouncing. A sketchbook clutched tight. Dad, she squealed, hugging him, then peering into the SUV. Who's she? Emily, James said, opening the back door. Needed a ride. Emily, this is Lily. Hi, Emily said, smiling. Cool sketchbook. Lily grinned. Thanks, she said, climbing in. I drew a dragon today. Nice, Emily said. Show me? Lily flipped open her book, chattering, and Emily listened, her warmth easing Lily's shyness. James watched, his heart stirring Emily's kindness, her grit, a spark he hadn't felt since Sarah. The drive to the diner was quick, Lily's stories filling the silence, Emily's laughter soft. Here, Emily said, as they pulled up, her books clutched tight. Thanks for the ride. Anytime, James said, his eyes meeting hers. Your books, they're soaked. Need new ones? Her jaw tightened. I'll manage, she said. Don't need. Charity. Not charity, he said. Just help. I've got connections, bookstores. Let me? She hesitated. Why? She asked, her voice low. What's in it for you? Nothing, he said, his voice steady. Just want to. Her eyes searched his. Okay, she said. But I pay you back. Somehow. Deal, he said, handing her a card. My number. Call. If you need anything. She took it, her fingers brushing his. Thanks, James, she said, stepping into the rain. Lily, keep drawing dragons. I will, Lily called, waving, as Emily vanished into the diner. James drove home, Lily's chatter fading, his mind on Emily, her books, her fire, her wary trust. She's nice, Lily said, sketching. Like, Mom, a little. And his heart clenched. Yeah, he said. A little. At home, their apartment was warm. Lily's sketches on the fridge, James's tech journals stacked high. He tucked her in, her dragon drawing beside her. Love you, kid, he said, kissing her forehead. Love you, Dad, she said, yawning. Help Emily, okay? He smiled. Trying, he said, closing her door. Alone, he sat at his desk, Emily's card diner, South Side in his hand. Her face-brown eyes, fierce, broken, haunted him. He'd loved Sarah, lost her, vowed no more. But Emily, she was different, real, a spark in his dark. He texted her. Books any titles you need? I'm serious. Her reply was slow. Not sure. I'll think. Thanks. He smiled, his heart opening, a risk he wasn't sure he could take. Across town, Emily sat in her tiny studio, her soaked books drying, James's card beside her. His kindness, his gray eyes, stirred something hope, maybe love. Foster care had taught her to run, but his card, his offer, held her still. 1 week, she thought, to see if this spark could bloom. The Chicago morning was gray, a soft drizzle clinging to the city's glass towers, the streets slick with yesterday's storm. Emily Carter stood in her cramped studio apartment in the South Side, the scent of damp textbooks and instant coffee filling the air. Emily was no stranger to struggle foster homes, late-night diner shifts, college funded by sheer will, but last night's encounter had shaken her. James Thornton, a millionaire tech mogul, had stopped his SUV to help her gather her soaked books in the rain, his gray eyes kind, his offer of a ride disarming. His card, James Thornton, Thornton Solutions, sat on her wobbly desk, his text about replacing her books unanswered. Her heart guarded by years of betrayal, flickered with a spark she wasn't ready to trust. But one week, she decided to see where it led. The apartment was a patchwork of survival mattress on the floor, thrift store lamp, a single mug for coffee. Her textbooks, still damp, were spread across a towel, their pages warped but readable. Biology, calculus, literature, her path to becoming a doctor, a dream born in foster care, where she'd bandaged dolls with scraps. She wore her diner uniform now, black skirt and white blouse, her dark hair tied back, her brown eyes tired but fierce. Her shift started at noon, but classes loomed. Her budget stretched thin $42 in her account, rent due in 10 days. James's offer new books, no strings, felt like a trap. Yet his voice, soft and steady, lingered in her mind. Her phone buzzed, a text from her coworker, Mia. "You okay? Saw you come in soaked last night." "Spill." Emily smiled, typing, "Long story, got a ride from a guy. Tell you later." Mia's reply was instant. "A guy? Details, girl." Emily shook her head, pocketing the phone, her eyes on James's card. She'd meant to text him, list her book titles, but pride stopped. Her foster kids didn't take handouts. Yet his daughter, Lily, her dragon sketchbook, her chatter, had warmed Emily's heart, a reminder of the kids she'd grown up with, dreaming big despite nothing. She grabbed her backpack torn, patched and headed to the diner, the bus rattling through Chicago's pulse. The city was alive, horns, chatter, the L train screech, but Emily felt alone. Her books heavy, James's card heavier. At the diner, a greasy spoon with cracked vinyl booths, she tied her apron, Mia grinning from the counter. "So," she said, pouring coffee. "This guy. Spill." Emily rolled her eyes. "Not like that," she said, wiping a table. "He helped with my books, gave me a ride. Rich, has a kid. That's it." "Rich?" Mia said, eyebrows up. "And hot?" Emily's cheeks flushed. "Didn't notice," she lied, James's gray eyes flashing in her mind. "Just nice." Mia smirked. "Nice gets you nowhere," she said. "Text him. Books ain't cheap." Emily nodded. "Maybe," she said, taking orders, her mind spinning. James's kindness genuine, steady clashed with her distrust. Foster care had taught her people leave, promises break. But Lily's giggle, James's quiet grief, felt real. Mid-shift, a delivery arrived, a sleek package, her name scrawled on it. Emily frowned, opening it at the counter, Mia peering over. Inside, a new backpack, black, sturdy, waterproof, with a note. "For your books, no strings. James." Tucked beside it, a gift card to a bookstore, $500. Her jaw dropped. "He didn't," she said, her heart racing. "Told you," Mia said, grinning. "Rich guy's into you. Text him." Emily pulled out her phone, her fingers trembling, got the package. "Too much, James. I can't take this." His reply was quick. "You can. Books are your future, Emily. Use it." She stared, tears prickling. "He's crazy," she muttered, but her heart warmed. His faith in her a spark she hadn't felt in years. She texted, "Thanks. I'll pay you back. Promise." His response, "No need. Coffee tomorrow? You pick the place." Her breath caught coffee, a step closer, a risk. "Fine," she typed. "Diner, 9 a.m. My treat." He replied, "Deal. See you then." The shift blurred orders, tips. Mia's teasing, but Emily's mind was on James. His SUV, his quiet strength, stirred something hope. Maybe love but fear lingered. Could she trust a man whose world wealth, power was so far from hers? After closing, she took the bus home, the new backpack light, James's note in her pocket. In her studio, she spread her books, the gift card beside them, and fell asleep, dreaming of gray eyes and dragon sketches. Morning came, drizzle fading, the diner quiet before the rush. Emily wore jeans and a sweater, her hair loose, her heart pounding. James arrived at 9, his gray blazer casual, his smile soft. "Emily," he said, sliding into a booth. "This place smells like home." Grease and coffee, she said, sitting across. Best I can afford. He chuckled. Perfect, he said, ordering coffee. How's school? Hard, she said, sipping. Exams, work, no sleep, but worth it. He nodded. You're tough, he said. Lily liked you. Keeps talking about your dragon talk. Her cheeks warmed. She's sweet, she said. Like her dad. His eyes softened. Thanks, he said. She's my anchor. Since Sarah. Her heart ached. You miss her, she said. Sarah. Every day, he said, his voice low. But Lily needs me. Keeps me alive. Emily nodded. I get that, she said. No family, just me. My books. My dream. He leaned forward. You're not. Just you, he said. Not anymore. Her breath caught, his words piercing. Don't, she said. I'm not ready for that. Fair, he said, his eyes steady. But I'm here, Emily, if you want. The diner hummed, but their booth was a world apart. The air charged. Emily sipped her coffee. Why me? She asked. Nobody. You've got everything. Not everything, he said. You're real, Emily. Gritty, strong. I haven't felt this since. Sarah. Her throat tightened. I'm falling a little, she said, tears prickling. But I'm scared. Me too, he said, his hand brushing hers. Let's take it slow. A week to see. She nodded. A week, she said. Deal. They finished coffee, Emily insisting on paying. James's smile warm. Work calls, he said, standing. Lily's math's a mess. You? Good with numbers? She smirked. Calculus major, she said. I'm okay. Helper? He asked. Tomorrow, my place, I'll cook. Her heart skipped. Cook? She said. You're brave. He laughed. Lasagna, he said. Lily's favorite. 6 hours p.m. Deal, she said, his card in her pocket. Bring dragon sketches. Outside, the drizzle cleared, Chicago's skyline sharp. Emily worked her shift, Mia's teasing relentless. Rich guy's got it bad, she said, pouring coffee. You're glowing. Shut up, Emily said, smiling, her mind on Jamesh's grief, his kindness, his spark. After, she hit the bookstore, the gift card, buying new texts, biology, calculus, a poetry anthology for kicks. The weight lifted, her dream clearer. James's faith, a quiet strength. At home, she studied, her new backpack by her side, James's note tucked inside. Her phone buzzed a text from him. Lily's excited for math help. Thanks, Emily. She smiled, typing. Hope I don't scare her. Lasagna better be good. His reply. No promises. Sleep well. Morning brought sun. Emily's classes, intense lectures, labs, her notes frantic but sharp. She aced a quiz, her professor nodding. Good work, Carter. Her heart swelled her dream. Closer. At the diner, tips were slim, but Mia's chatter kept her grounded. Math tutor, huh? She said. Next. You're moving into his mansion. Hardly, Emily said, rolling her eyes. Just helping. Helping, Mia teased. Sure. At 6, Emily arrived at James's apartmenta, cozy Lincoln Park flat. Lily's sketches on the walls, tech gadgets mixed with toys. Lily greeted her. Emily, she squealed, hugging her. Math's yuck. We'll fix that, Emily said, smiling. Show me. James emerged, apron dusted with flour. Lasagna's surviving, he said, his eyes warm. Thanks for coming. Smells okay, Emily teased, setting her backpack down. Let's math. Oh, 1. They sat at the kitchen table, Lily's workbook open, Emily explaining fractions with patience, drawing pies on paper. See? She said. Half's like 2 slices. Oh, Lily said, grinning. You're better than Dad. James laughed, stirring sauce. Ouch, he said. She's right, though. Dinner was warm lasagna, salad, Lily's chatter filling the room. Emily, she said, sauce on her chin. You, coming back? Emily glanced at James. If you want, she said, her heart racing. Yay, Lily said, and James's eyes met hers, soft, steady. After, they drew dragons, stars Lily's giggles easing Emily's nerves. You're good with her, James said, clearing plates. Thanks. She's easy, Emily said, washing dishes, their arms brushing. You're not bad either. He smiled. High praise, he said, drying. Tomorrow? Coffee? Or more math? Coffee, she said. Diner, 9 a.m., my treat again. Deal, he said, his hand lingering on hers. You're changing things, Emily. Ben. Her heart pounded. Good or bad? She asked, her voice soft. Good, he said, his eyes fierce. Really good. Lily yawned, and Emily helped tuck her in, her dragon sketch beside her. Night, Emily, Lily said, hugging her. You're cool. Night, kid, Emily said, tears prickling. You too. James walked her to the bus stop, the city lights twinkling. Thanks, he said, for this. Her heart soared. Don't get sappy, she said, smiling. See you tomorrow. He nodded. Tomorrow, he said, watching her go, his heart opening, a spark growing. Back home, Emily studied, her new books crisp, James's face-gray eyes, steady haunting her. She'd fallen, a little, but fear lingered as wealth. Her past, a world apart. Her phone buzzed Mia. Math tutor, huh? You're in deep. Emily laughed, typing, maybe. Night. Across town, James sat in his study, Lily's sketchbook open, Emily's laughter echoing. He'd loved Sarah, lost her. But Emily, her fire, her heart was new, real. A week, he thought, to see if this spark could bloom, his heart daring to hope. The Chicago morning was crisp, sunlight slicing through the city's glass towers, casting long shadows across the bustling streets. Emily Carter stood behind the counter of the South Side Diner, pouring coffee for a regular, her black apron smudged with grease. Their coffee dates, her math tutoring with his daughter Lily, and last night's lasagna dinner at his apartment had sparked something love. Maybe, but fear kept her tethered. 1 week, they'd agreed. To see where this led. And Emily's heart teetered between hope and doubt. The diner hummed clinking plates, morning chatter, the sizzle of bacon on the grill. Emily's new backpack, a gift from James, sat in the break room, her textbooks freshly replaced with his bookstore gift card inside. Her dark hair was tied back, her brown eyes tired from a late study session, biology terms swirling in her mind. Her phone buzzed in her apron pocket, a text from James. Coffee at 9? Diner's fine. Lily's asking for you. Her heart skipped, his words warm. Lily's dragon sketches flashing in her mind. She typed, 9 works. Tell Lily hi. Hitting send. She exhaled, nerves jangling. His kindness backpack, books, dinner was overwhelming, but foster care had taught her. Trust breaks, people leave. Mia, her coworker, leaned on the counter grinning. Rich guy again? She said, refilling sugar jars. You're glowing, girl. Emily rolled her eyes. Not glowing, she said, wiping the counter. Just coffee? He's nice. Nice? Mia said, smirking. He's buying you books, feeding you lasagna. That's boyfriend material. Emily's cheeks flushed. Not that, she said. He's got a kid, a life. I'm me. You're awesome, Mia said, nudging her. Text him. Don't run. Emily nodded, her mind on Jamish's grief for Sarah, his love for Lily, his quiet pull on her heart. Last night, washing dishes beside him, their arms brushing, she'd felt home, a word she'd never trusted. But his world wealth, power was a universe apart, and headlines whispered in her mind, gold digger, charity case. Could she fit, or would she break them both? The diner door chimed, and James walked in, his gray blazer casual, his smile soft. Emily, he said, sliding into a booth. Morning. Morning, she said, pouring his coffee, her heart racing. Lily, okay? Drawing dragons, he said, sipping. Says you're better at math than me. She smirked. Not hard, she said, sitting across. You. Burned lasagna. He laughed. Fair, he said. You sleep okay? Barely, she said, her voice low. Exams? Work you. It's a lot. His eyes softened. I get that, he said. You're carrying a lot, Emily. Her throat tightened. Always have, she said. Foster kid thing. You don't lean on people. You can lean on me, he said, his hand brushing hers. If you want. Her breath caught, his touch sparking warmth. Why? She asked, her voice trembling. I'm nobody. You've got everything. Not everything, he said, his eyes fierce. You're real, Emily. Strong, kind. I'm falling a little. Her heart pounded. Don't, she said, tears prickling. I'm scared, James. Your world, it's too big. I know, he said, his thumb tracing her knuckles. Slow, okay? 4 days left to see. She nodded. 4 days, she said, her voice soft. Deal. The diner buzzed, but their booth was a haven, the air charged. Emily stood. Work, she said, smoothing her apron. You? Sticking around? Got a meeting, he said, standing. But dinner tonight? My place. Lily's begging for you. Her heart skipped. Begging? She said, smirking. Or you? He grinned. Both, he said. 6 hours p.m.? I'll try not to burn anything. Deal, she said, his card in her pocket. Bring. Math homework. Always, he said, leaving a tip too much, as usual, and stepping into the sun. Emily worked her shift, Mia's teasing relentless. He's into you, she said, clearing plates. Don't overthink. Trying, Emily said, her mind on Jamisha's smile, his grief, his spark. Between orders, she studied. Her new biology text crisp. James's gift card. A quiet vow. After, she hit the library, calculus problems blurring, her heart on tonight's dinner. Could she trust Thisham, Lily? Louvre, would it crumble, like every home she'd known? At 6, Emily arrived at James's Lincoln Park apartment. Her new backpack light, her jeans and sweater simple. Lily opened the door. Emily, she squealed, hugging her. Math sucks. We'll fix it, Emily said, smiling, stepping inside. The apartment was warm. Lily's sketches on the walls, James's tech journal stacked, a faint scent of garlic. James emerged from the kitchen, apron tied. Spaghetti, he said, his eyes warm. Number fires, yet. Progress. Emily teased, setting her bag down. Need? Help? Stir the sauce, he said, handing her a spoon. Lily's. All yours. They sat at the table, Lily's workbook open, Emily explaining decimals with drawings, coins, dollars, cents. See, she said, 10 cents is .1. Oh, Lily said, grinning. Your magic. Emily laughed. Hardly, she said, glancing at James, his pride clear. Dinner was cozy spaghetti, garlic bread, Lily's chatter filling the room. Emily, she said, sauce on her chin. You. Coming back? If you want, Emily said, her heart racing. James's eyes meeting hers. Yay, Lily said, and James smiled. She's not alone, he said. I want you back too. Her cheeks flushed. Careful, she said. I'm trouble. Good trouble, he said, his voice low, sparking heat. After they drew dragons, stars, Lily's giggles easing Emily's nerves. You're great with her, James said, clearing plates. She trusts you. She's easy, Emily said, washing dishes, their arms brushing, like her dad. He smiled, drying. You're changing us, Emily, he said. For the better. Her heart pounded. Don't get sappy, she said, but her eyes stung. What's next? Tomorrow, he said. Coffee? Or Lily's art show? 4 hours p.m. She'd love you there. Her heart skipped. Art show? She said. I'm in. Perfect, he said, his hand lingering on hers. You're fitting, Emily. She looked away, tears falling. Trying, she said, her voice soft. Lily yawned, and Emily helped tuck her in, her dragon sketch beside her. "Night, Emily," Lily said, hugging her. "You're my friend." "Night, kid," Emily said, tears prickling. "You're mine too." James walked her to the bus stop, the city lights twinkling. "Thanks," he said. For us." Her heart soared. "Don't thank me," she said, smiling. "Just don't burn dinner next time." He laughed. "Promise," he said, watching her go, his heart opening. Back home, Emily studied, her new books crisp, James's face-gray eyes, steady haunting her. She'd fallen, deeper, but fear lingered as wealth. Her past, a world apart. Her phone buzzed a text from James. "Lily's asleep, dreaming of dragons." "Thanks, Emily." She smiled, typing, "Tell her, more dragons tomorrow." Night. His reply, "Night. See you at the art show." Morning brought class's biology lab, calculus lecture, Emily's notes sharp, her dream clear. At the diner, tips were slim, Mia's chatter grounding. "Art show?" she said. "You're practically family." "Hardly," Emily said, but her heart warmed, James's spark growing. Between shifts, she studied, her new backpack a quiet vow, James's faith in her a strength she hadn't known. At 4, she arrived at Lily's school, a gym filled with sketches, sculptures, proud parents. Lily spotted her. "Emily," she squealed, dragging her to a dragon painting. "Look, it's for you." Emily's eyes stung. "It's amazing," she said, hugging her. "You're a star." James joined them, his blazer sharp, his smile soft. "You came," he said, his eyes warm. "Means a lot." "Wouldn't miss it," she said, their hands brushing. "Lily's incredible." "She is," he said. "Like you, M." The show buzzed, Lily's painting winning a ribbon, her grin lighting the room. Emily cheered, her heart full, James's arm around her, subtle but steady. "Dinner?" he asked as they left, Lily skipping ahead. "My place? Or diner?" "Diner," she said. "My treat." He laughed. "You're stubborn," he said. "I like it." Dinner was quick burgers, fries, Lily's chatter endless. "Emily," she said, ketchup on her cheek. "You're staying, right?" Emily glanced at James. "Trying," she said, her heart racing. "If you want." "Yay," Lily said, and James's eyes met hers. "We want," he said, his voice low. After, they walked through a park, Lily chasing fireflies, James's hand in Emily's. "You're good for her," he said. "For me." Her throat tightened. "I'm falling, James," she said, tears falling. "But I'm scared." "Me too," he said, pulling her close. "But I'm here, Emily. For you." Their lips brushed a soft, searing kiss, the park fading, their spark aflame. When they parted, she smiled. 3 days, she said. Then, what? More, he said, his eyes fierce. If you'll stay. She nodded. I'm trying, she said, leaning into him, the city theirs. But across town, in a sleek office, a man sat, a headline on his desk. Thornton's new Muse charity or scandal? He picked up his phone. Leak the files, he said. Let's break him. The Chicago afternoon was heavy with clouds, a restless wind stirring the city's streets, hinting at a storm to come. Emily Carter stood in her cramped South Side studio, her biology textbook open on the wobbly desk, her fingers tracing diagrams of cell structures. With 3 days left in their week-long pact to explore this spark, Emily's heart wrestled with hope and dread, shadowed by whispers of a world too vast for her. Her new backpack, James's gift, held fresh textbooks biology, calculus, poetry bought with his bookstore gift card, a gesture that still felt too big. Her diner uniform hung on a chair, her shift looming, but her mind was on Jamesh's grief for his late wife, Sarah, his devotion to Lily, the way his lips had brushed hers, soft and searing. Her dark hair was loose, her brown eyes tired from late-night studying, her phone buzzing with a text from James. Lily's art show was a hit, thanks to you. Dinner tonight? My place? 6 hours p.m. Her heart skipped. Lily's dragon painting flashing in her mind. She typed, I'm in. No burning the food, okay? His reply was quick. No promises. See you soon. She set the phone down, her heart racing. James's kindness backpack, books, dinner was a warmth she craved. But foster care had taught her. Nothing's free. People leave. His world wealth, power. Thornton Solutions was a chasm from hers, and headlines loomed in her mind. Gold digger, charity case. Last night's kiss, his words I'm falling, too felt real, but could she bridge their worlds, or would she break them both? The diner was a blur clinking plates, coffee refills, Mia's teasing relentless. Art show? Dinner? Kissing? Mia said, wiping the counter. You're in deep, girl. Emily flushed. Not deep, she said, bussing a table. Just figuring it out. Figure faster, Mia said, grinning. Rich guy's smitten. Don't run. Emily nodded, her mind on James's steady hand, his quiet pain, the spark growing. Between orders, she studied, her new calculus text crisp. James's faith in her a quiet strength. A customer left a newspaper, a headline catching her eye. Thornton's New Muse charity or scandal. Her stomach knotted, a grainy photo of her and James at the art show. Whispers of opportunist stinging. She shoved it aside, her heart pounding. Was this his world gossip, judgment, her past a weapon? At 6, Emily arrived at James's Lincoln Park apartment, her jeans and sweater simple, her new backpack light. Lily opened the door. Emily, she squealed, hugging her. Dinner's tacos. Tacos? Emily said, stepping inside. The apartment warm Lily's sketches on the walls, James's tech journals stacked, a spicy aroma drifting. James emerged from the kitchen, apron tied, his gray eyes warm. No fires, he said, smiling. Yet, impressive, Emily teased, setting her bag down. Need help? Set the table, he said, handing her plates. Lily's got math homework if you're up for it. Always, she said, grinning. Let's conquer fractions. They sat, Lily's workbook open, Emily drawing pies to explain quarters, halves. See, she said. 4 quarters make 1 whole. Oh, Lily said, her eyes bright. You're the best, Emily laughed. You're pretty great, she said, glancing at James, his pride clear. Dinner was lively tacos, salsa, Lily's chatter endless. Emily, she said, lettuce on her chin. You, staying? Emily's heart raced, James's eyes meeting hers. If you want, she said, her voice soft. Yay, Lily said, and James smiled. We want, he said, his voice low, sparking heat. After they played a board game Monopoly, Lily's Park Place triumphed loud. You're ruthless, Emily said, laughing. Like your dad. He's worse, Lily said, giggling, and James smirked. Guilty, he said, his hand brushing Emily's. You're holding your own. Her cheeks warmed. Trying, she said, her heart full. They tucked Lily in, her dragon painting beside her. Night, Emily, she said, hugging her. You're my friend. Night, kid, Emily said, tears prickling. You're mine, too. In the kitchen, they washed dishes, their arms brushing, the air charged. You're amazing with her, James said, drying. She loves you. She's easy, Emily said, her voice soft. Like you. He smiled. You're changing us, Emily, he said, his hand on hers. I'm falling hard. Her breath caught. James, she said, tears falling. I'm falling too, but your world, it's scary. I know, he said, pulling her close. We'll face it together. 3 days left to see. Their lips met a deep, hungry kiss, the kitchen fading, their spark aflame. When they parted, she smiled. Don't burn the tacos next time, she teased, her heart soaring. He laughed. Promise, he said, his thumb tracing her cheek. Tomorrow? Coffee? Or Lily's soccer game? Noon? Soccer, she said. I'm in. Perfect, he said, walking her to the bus stop, the city lights twinkling. Thanks. For tonight. Her heart swelled. Don't thank me, she said. Just keep being you. He nodded, watching her go, his heart daring to hope. Morning brought classes biology lecture, calculus quiz. Emily's focus sharp, her dream clear. At the diner, tips were slim, Mia's chatter grounding. Soccer game? She said. Your family now. Not yet, Emily said, but her heart warmed, James's spark growing. Between shifts, she studied, her new poetry anthology open, lines of love echoing her heart. A customer left another newspaper, the headline worse. Thornton's charity case love or leverage. Her stomach churned, a photo of her at the diner. Words like opportunist cutting deep. Was this his world gossip? Lies? Her past a weapon? At noon, she arrived at Lily's soccer field. Kids running, parents cheering. Lily spotted her. Emily, she squealed, waving, her braid bouncing. James joined them, his sweater casual, his smile soft. You made it, he said, his eyes warm. Wouldn't miss it, she said, their hands brushing. Lily's a star. She is, he said. Like you. Lily scored, her cheer echoing. Emily clapping, her heart full. James's arm grazed hers. You're good for her, he said. For me. Her throat tightened. I saw the headlines, she said, her voice low. They're calling me a gold digger. His jaw tightened. Lies, he said. My rival, Victor Crane. He's after my company, using you. I'm sorry, Emily. Her heart sank. I'm hurting you, she said, tears falling. I should go. No, he said, his hand on hers. You're my strength. Stay, Emily. Please. Her eyes searched his. Why? She asked. I'm nobody. You're everything, he said, his voice fierce. I love you, Emily. Her breath caught. I love you too, she said, tears streaming. But I'm scared. I know, he said, pulling her close. We'll fight this. Together. The game ended. Lily's team winning, her grin bright. Emily, she said, hugging her. You're my lucky charm. Emily laughed, wiping tears. You're the charm, kid, she said, James's arm around her. Dinner was at the diner, Mia, serving, winking burgers, fries, Lily's chatter endless. Emily, she said, you're coming to my play, right? Friday? Emily glanced at James. If I'm free, she said, her heart racing. You're free, James said, his eyes soft. I'll make sure. After, they walked through the park, Lily chasing stars, James's hand in Emily's type. Crane's pushing a board vote, he said. Wants me out. Using us. I'll fight. Emily. Her heart sank. Because of me, she said. I'm trouble. Good trouble, he said, kissing her forehead. Worth every fight. Her heart soared. 2 days, she said. Then, what? Forever, he said, his eyes fierce. If you'll have me, she nodded, leaning into him. I'm close, she said, the city theirs. Back home, Emily studied. Her new books crisp. James's love, a quiet strength. Her phone buzzed Mia. You're in love, girl. Don't run. Emily smiled, typing, trying. Night. Across town, James sat in his study, Lily's play script beside him. Emily's face-brown eyes, fierce haunting him. He'd loved Sarah, lost her. But Emily, her fire, her heart was his future. A headline on his desk screamed, Thornton's downfall, love or ruin? He tossed it aside, his heart set. 2 days, he thought, to prove their love could bloom, against any storm. The Chicago dawn broke soft and golden, sunlight filtering through the city's glass towers, casting a warm glow over the waking streets. Her new backpack, James's gift, held crisp textbooks, biology, calculus, poetry bought with his bookstore gift card, a symbol of his faith in her dream to become a doctor. Her dark hair was loose, her brown eyes bright despite a sleepless night, her heart racing with his words. I love you, Emily. Last night's soccer game, Lily's victory, their shared dinner at the diner, had sealed it. She loved him too. But the headlines screamed, Thornton's charity case love or ruin? Victor Crane, James's rival, was orchestrating a coup at Thornton Solutions, using Emily as a weapon, accusing James of reckless spending on her. Today's emergency board meeting could cost him his company, and Emily's heart pounded with guilt. Was she his strength or his downfall? Her phone buzzed, James's name flashing. Morning, Emily. Board meeting at noon. Coffee first? Diner? 8 a.m.? Her heart skipped, his trust in her a lifeline. She typed, I'm there. Don't burn the coffee. His reply was swift. No promises. Lily says hi. She smiled. Lily's dragon paintings dancing in her mind, and dressed in jeans and a sweater. Her new backpack light. James's card, Thornton Solutions, stuck in her pocket. One day, she thought, to choose love, to fight for it. The diner was quiet, the morning rush yet to hit, the scent of coffee and bacon grounding her. Emily slid into their usual booth, her heart racing as James walked in, his gray blazer casual, his smile soft. Emily, he said, sitting across. You're early. Couldn't sleep, she said, pouring his coffee. Too much. Everything. He nodded, sipping. Board meetings. Ugly, he said, his voice low. Crane's got half the board spooked, saying I'm reckless, spending company funds on you. Her stomach nodded. Me, she said, gripping the mug. I'm destroying you, James. No, he said, his hand covering hers. Crane's after my seat, using you as bait. You're my reason to fight. Her eyes stung. I don't want to cost you everything, she said, her voice trembling. Your company, Lily, you're giving me everything. He cut in, his eyes fierce. I was. Hollow, Emily. Sarah's gone. Lily's my light, but you're my home. Her heart raced, his words piercing. I love you, she said, tears falling. But I'm scared, James. This world, it's vicious. I know, he said, his thumb tracing her knuckles. One day left, Emily. Stay. With me. She nodded, his touch grounding her. I'm here, she said. Let's face it. The diner hummed, but their booth was a sanctuary. The air charged. Emily stood. Work calls, she said, smoothing her sweater. You need me at the meeting? His eyes widened. You'd come? He asked. It's a war zone. I'm tough, she said, smirking. Foster kid, remember? He smiled. I'd love you there, he said. 11 a.m. my office. Bring your fire. Always, she said, her heart full. Go. Save your company. He left a tip too much, as usual, and stepped into the sun, his heart daring to hope. Emily worked her shift, Mia's teasing relentless. Board meeting? She said, clearing plates. You're his night now. Hardly, Emily said, but her heart swelled. James's spark, a flame. Between orders, she studied, her new poetry anthology open, lines of love echoing her heart. A customer left another newspaper, the headline brutal, Thornton's folly love, or corporate collapse. Her stomach churned, a photo of her at the diner, words like opportunist cutting deep. She shoved it aside, her resolve hardening. She'd fight for James, for Lily, for their love. At 11, Emily arrived at Thornton Solutions, a glass tower downtown, her jeans and sweater stark against the suits bustling through the lobby. The receptionist, a woman named Clara, smiled. Miss Carter, she said, Mr. Thornton's expecting you, 36th floor. Oh, thanks, Emily said, clutching her backpack, the elevator humming, her reflection showing a woman changed, not the foster kid of a week ago, but someone daring to love. James's office was sleek glass walls, city views, tech prototypes scattered. He stood by his desk, tie loosened, his gray eyes lighting up. Emily, he said, pulling her close. You're here. Wouldn't miss it, she said, her heart racing. You. Okay? Barely, he said, his voice low. Crane's got forged records transfers, claiming I funneled company money to you. Lies, but convincing. Her heart sank. Because of me, she said, tears falling. I should go, James. No, he said, his hands on her shoulders. You're my strength. Stay, Emily. Fight with me. Her eyes searched his. How? She asked. I'm nobody. You're my everything, he said, his voice fierce. Just be you. That's enough. Ma'am. She nodded. Okay, she said, wiping tears. Let's fight. The boardroom was a battlefield. 12 suits around a long table, their eyes sharp as knives. Victor Crane sat at the far end, his smirk smug, a stack of papers before him. Emily took a corner seat, her backpack at her feet, her heart pounding. James stood at the head, his presence commanding. Let's begin, he said, his voice steady. Crane, you called this. Speak. Crane stood, his voice oily. Mr. Thornton, he said, your recklessness endangers this company. Company funds diverted to Miss Carter backpacks, books, dinners. Investors are fleeing, headlines screaming. Step down or we'll vote you out. James's jaw tightened. Every cent was personal, he said. My accounts, not the company's. Your records are lies. Crane slid the papers forward. Transfers, he said, linked to Thornton Solutions, funding her lifestyle. The board sees it. Emily's face burned. That's not true, she said, standing, her voice shaking. I never took a dime. I'm working, studying, paying my way. Crane sneered. Working? He said. A waitress, cozying up to a billionaire. A classic. Scam. James slammed his hand on the table. Enough, he roared. Emily's my partner. My future. You want to fight, Crane? You've got one. A board member, a woman named Evelyn Hayes, spoke. James, she said, her voice calm. The evidence looks real. We need stability, not scandal. It's fabricated, James said, his eyes blazing. Crane's after my company, forging records to smear us. Check my personal account, every penny's mine. Evelyn nodded. We'll audit, she said. But the press, the optics, Miss Carter's presence, it's a liability. Emily's heart sank. Then, I'll leave, she said, her voice breaking. I'm not worth this. No, James said, turning to her. You're worth everything. Stay, Emily. Please. Her eyes stung, his plea piercing. I will, she said, sitting, her hands trembling. The meeting dragged, accusations flying, James's defense fierce. Emily listened, her focus sharp, catching Crane's glance smug, calculating. Evelyn called for a recess. We'll reconvene at 3 hours. PM, she said, with an audit report. In James's office, Emily sank into a chair. They're tearing you apart, she said, tears falling. Because of me. No, he said, kneeling before her. Because of Crane's greed. You're my light, Emily. She met his gaze. I love you, she said, her voice steady. I'm not running. I love you too, he said, pulling her close, his lips claiming hers in a deep, desperate kiss. She kissed him back, her hands in his hair. Their love, a fortress against the storm. When they parted, he smiled. We'll win this, he said, together. She nodded. Together, she said, wiping tears. What's next? Audit, he said, standing. And Lily's play. Friday. She needs us there. Her heart swelled. I'm in, she said. For her. For you. He smiled. My hero, he said, kissing her forehead. Let's prep. The audit took hours. Accountants poring over records. Emily pacing James's office, her heart racing. At 3, the boardroom reconvened, Evelyn holding the report. The transfers were personal, she said. No company funds misused. Crane's evidence is forged. Crane's face reddened. This is a cover-up, he said, standing. Thornton's reckless, dragging us into scandal with her. Emily stood, her voice clear. I'm Emily Carter, she said, facing the board. I grew up with nothing. Foster homes, hunger, no one. I'm studying to be a doctor. working, to pay my way. I didn't ask for James's money, his world. I love him, for him, not his empire. If you want me gone, I'll go, but don't punish him for loving me. The room hushed, eyes wide. James stepped beside her. She's my future, he said. Not a scandal. Vote me out, Crane, but you'll lose. This company's mine, and I'm not backing down. Evelyn spoke. A vote, she said. All in favor of James's removal? Crane raised his hand, two others joining, but the rest stayed down. Motion fails, Evelyn said. James remains CEO with conditions. Appoint a co-director. Step back from daily operations. James nodded. My sister, Clara, he said. She's ready. End of quote. Gasps rippled. Crane storming out, his coup shattered. Emily exhaled, tears falling. We won, she whispered, turning to James. You won, he said, pulling her close, his lips brushing hers. You're my everything. The board dispersed, whispers trailing Emily, Clara, a new era. In his office, James held her. I'm free, he said, because of you. Her heart soared. I love you, she said, but one day left. Then, what? Forever, he said, his eyes fierce. Marry me, Emily. Not now, but soon. Be my home. Her breath caught. James, she said, tears falling. I need time, but I'm close. Take all you need, he said, kissing her slow and deep. Their love a beacon. That night, at the diner, they ate Mia serving, winking fries, milkshakes, Lily's play script beside them. Emily, Lily said, slurping her shake. You're coming to my play, right? Wouldn't miss it. Emily said, her heart full, James's hand in hers. Your family, Lily said, her eyes bright, and Emily's throat tightened. Not yet, she said, smiling, but close. James squeezed her hand. Close, he said, his voice soft. Is perfect. The next day was a whirlwind classes, shifts. Emily's focus sharp, her dream clear. At the diner, Mia grinned. Play tonight? She said. You're his wife already. Hardly, Emily said, but her heart swelled. James's love, a quiet vow. Between orders, she studied, her poetry anthology open, lines of hope echoing her heart. A new headline hit, Thornton triumphs love, saves empire. Her photo, at the board meeting, words like hero warming her. Crane's lies were crumbling, their love shining. At 7, Emily arrived at Lily's school, a theater buzzing with kids, parents, costumes. Lily spotted her. Emily, she squealed in a fairy costume. You're here. Always, Emily said, hugging her. Break a leg, kid. James joined them, his blazer sharp, his smile soft. You made it, he said, his hand in hers. For her, she said, their eyes locking. For us. The play was Magic Lily's fairy saving the forest, her lines clear, her grin bright. Emily cheered, tears falling, James's arm around her. She's incredible, she said. Like you. You're incredible, he said, kissing her temple. My hero. After, they celebrated at a pizza joint, Lily's costume sparkling, her chatter endless. Emily, she said, cheese stretching. You're staying, right? Emily's heart raced, James's eyes meeting hers. I'm staying, she said, her voice steady. If you want. Yay, Lily said, hugging her, and James smiled. We want, he said, his voice low, sparking heat. Back home, Emily sat in her studio, her new books open. James's love, a quiet strength. Her phone buzzed a text from James. Lily's asleep, dreaming of fairies. Thanks, Emily. Love you. She smiled, typing, love you too. Night. His reply, night. Forever starts tomorrow. Morning brought their final day coffee at the diner, Lily's sketches beside them, their hands entwined. 1 week, James said, his eyes fierce. You're my home, Emily. Her heart soared. You're mine, she said, tears falling. Let's build it. He nodded. Marry me, he said, his voice rough. When you're ready. I will, she said, kissing him. Their spark of flame, their future bright. Months later, they wed in a Lincoln Park garden. Emily in white, Lily scattering petals, Mia cheering. I, Emily Carter, she said, take you, James Thornton, to be my husband, my home. I, James Thornton, he said, take you, Emily, to be my wife, my forever. They kissed, the crowd roaring, Lily leaping into their arms. Their new homey, a cozy house near the park, was a haven. Lily's room filled with sketches, Emily's books lining shelves. She thrived in med school, James at her side, their scholarship fund for foster kids a shared dream. Crane's schemes faded, their love a beacon, proving a rainy chance could bloom into forever. Years later, Lily ran through their garden, her siblings twins, gray-eyed like James chasing her. Emily and James stood on the porch, hands entwined, the city theirs. We made it, Emily said, her voice soft. You made it, James said, kissing her. From a puddle to this, our miracle, she said. Their love a root, deep and true, blooming against any storm. And there you have it, listeners, the breathtaking finale of Emily and James's journey. From a rain-soaked street where books fell and hearts met, to a love that bloomed against every odd, their story proves that kindness, courage, and a single moment can change everything. Emily, with her fierce grit, and James, with his quiet strength, found not just love but a family, Lily's laughter, their twins' footsteps, a home rooted in hope. They faced storms headlines, betrayal, doubt, and emerged stronger. Their scholarship fund a beacon for foster kids like Emily once was. It's a reminder, listeners, that love isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, staying, and building something real, no matter where you start. We're so grateful you've been with us on this ride through Chicago's rainy nights and golden dawns. Your love for kindness in real life keeps these stories alive, and we're touched by every moment you've shared with Emily, James, and Lily. This tale of a chance encounter turning into forever is for anyone who's ever felt like a nobody, wondering if their spark could shine. It can, and it does, because love, like rain, finds a way to bloom. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one, and your words light up our day. Tell us your favorite moment, what hit you hardest, or what story you're craving next. If this journey warmed your heart, smash that like button to spread the love. Thank you for being here, for believing in second chances, and for keeping kindness alive. Stay fierce, stay hopeful, and we'll see you soon with another story to light up your heart.